Before the sun comes up, before most of the city wakes up, there's a kind of work already happening. Boots hit concrete. Gloves pull tight. Coffee gets finished fast. This story starts right there, in the quiet hours where nobody is watching and nobody is clapping. If you have ever worked with your hands, if you have ever felt tired before the day even began, don't skip this. Because this is not about shortcuts, luck, or overnight success. This is about sweat, patience, and a kind of strength the world often ignores. He was not born into comfort. He was born into routine. A routine of early mornings, long shifts, and sore muscles. His father worked with his hands, and his father before him did the same. No one in his family talked about easy money or fast wins. They talked about showing up. They talked about doing the job right, even when nobody noticed. Growing up, he learned early that respect was earned, not given, and nothing came free. Before we go any further, if you respect real work and real stories, take 1 second and hit the like button and subscribe to Mindforge. This channel is for people who are building strength, discipline, and pride from the ground up. Your support helps stories like this reach the people who need them most. When he was young, he thought hard work alone would be enough. He believed if he stayed honest, stayed loyal, and stayed strong, life would reward him quickly. But blue-collar life teaches you something different. It teaches you that effort does not always bring applause. Some days it barely brings relief. He worked construction, then warehouse jobs, then whatever paid the bills. 12-hour shifts were normal. Weekends disappeared. His hands stayed rough and his back stayed tight. There were moments when he felt invisible. People talked about success like it was something clean and easy. They talked about dreams while he talked about overtime. He saw others look down on his job like it was a sign he had failed. That hurt more than the physical pain. Because there is nothing weak about honest labor, yet the world often forgets that. Some nights he came home exhausted, not just in his body, but in his mind. He asked himself if this was all life had planned for him. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't careless. He just felt stuck in a cycle that never seemed to move forward. Bills came faster than paychecks, time moved faster than progress. And still, every morning, he showed up. What kept him going was something simple. Pride, not loud pride. Quiet pride. The kind that comes from knowing you didn't quit when it would have been easy to walk away. He learned that blue-collar people are not weak, they are patient. And patience, when combined with discipline, becomes power. One winter morning, cold air, cutting through his jacket, he realized something important. His job didn't define his limits. His habits did. He saw coworkers who complained every day and stayed in the same place for years. He saw others who learned, adapted, and slowly moved up. The difference was not talent, it was mindset. That's when he started changing small things. Not big, dramatic moves, small, consistent ones. He stopped wasting energy on anger. He stopped comparing his life to people who never walked in his boots. He started learning after work instead of just resting. He learned how money worked, not how to get rich fast, but how to stay stable first. He learned discipline before dreaming about freedom. Channels like Mindforge became part of his routine. Not for hype, not for noise, but for focus. He understood that motivation fades, but systems last, so he built systems. He tracked his spending. He protected his time. He respected his sleep. These things didn't make headlines, but they changed everything. Progress was slow, painfully slow. Some weeks felt like nothing improved at all. But he remembered something his father once said. You don't build a strong house in a day. You build it brick by brick, even when nobody sees the walls rising. So he kept going. People around him noticed the change before he did. He complained less. He listened more. He carried himself differently. Not arrogant, just steady. Supervisors trusted him because he was consistent. Opportunities came, not big ones, but small chances to prove himself. He took everyone seriously. His income didn't jump overnight, but his confidence did. For the first time, he felt control. He wasn't just surviving the week. He was planning months ahead. That shift changed how he walked, how he spoke, how he saw himself. And that matters more than people think. There were setbacks, injuries, layoffs. Moments when the old fear came back. But this time, it didn't break him. because he had built something stronger than hope. He had built resilience. He knew how to adapt. He knew how to start again without panic. He realized something powerful about blue-collar work. It builds character the hard way. It teaches you discipline without speeches. It teaches you respect for time, effort, and teamwork. Those lessons don't disappear when the job changes. They follow you everywhere. Years later, his life looked different. Not flashy, not loud, but solid. He had stability. He had skills. He had options, and most importantly, he had self-respect. He knew he earned every step forward with sweat, not shortcuts. If you are listening to this right now, working long hours, feeling overlooked, remember this: your work matters. Your effort matters. You are not behind. You are being built. And what is built slowly tends to last. This story is not saying everyone must stay blue-collar forever. It is saying never be ashamed of where you start. Use it. Learn from it. Let it shape you instead of break you. Because discipline learned in hard work becomes freedom later in life. If this story feels real to you, share it with someone who works with their hands and feels unseen. And tell me in the comments, what kind of work do you do, and what keeps you going on the hardest days? Your story might be the motivation someone else needs. This is Mindforge, where strength is earned, not borrowed. Stay steady. Stay proud. And remember, the strongest lives are built by sweat, not shortcuts.